let me know in the chat. I'm going to try and get into an actual game of Machiavelli being live streamed. I love playing this game, but like I said, I couldn't get OBS playing nicely with it in the DOS box we run it in. And now but Restream's made some changes, so we're going through Restream for this. So yeah, Machiavelli. Start old. Yes, we could play a modem game. Who wants to get their modem going? And we can go ahead and play a game together. I think we'll go ahead and start a new game. Let's bump it up a little more difficult. Let's have some smarter opponents. And this does a good level with a good job adjusting for the difficulty levels. The really smart AI can be a real pain. The expert level can really mess over a human player. Our levels where human, obviously, you can do up to 4-player multiplayer. Novice, that is some dumb AI. Fair, all right. Average is a decent game. If you're new to strategy games, yeah, go ahead and do it at novice. If you played strategy games, go fair to average. If you played it before, go to good. And when you're ready for the real challenge, go to expert. We're going to go ahead and go good. There are no ruins in this game, all of you Emperor the Fading Suns players, but we are still looking for holy relics. We're doing the historic map. Yes, we can do RanGen, do a random map or a save map file we put together. We let you set the length of the game. We'll go for 100 turns this time. We're not going to play 100 turns this time. Maybe we'll do some save games. If you played Machiavelli or Merchant Prince, we won a game of the year for Merchant Prince back in the day. Let us know in the chat. If you've never played it, let us know in the chat. Yep, we can adjust the amount of money everyone starts with. You can have some really powerful AI with a lot of starting stuff. You give yourself a whole bunch of starting stuff or less starting stuff. We're going to do everything on average. It's kind of the way we recommend you play your games. And then you can adjust it as you get more familiar. Because there's a lot of replayability in this game, just like there is in Emperor of the Fading Suns. All right, so there we go. We were saying for a pretty average game. Yes, pirates. Because what's a good game without pirates? All right, so now we can select our name, Loshi. Should we go straight for Medici? Sure. Or it should be Lorenzo. Was it Catherine Medici? Was she the really cool one? Some friends of ours here in Atlanta did a puppet show called Avante Da Vinci, where Da Vinci was a superhero battling the Medicis around Florence. All right, I tell you what. Let's go weird and just go Andrew. Wacky. I know it isn't. I should use sir. All right, Andrew. All right, a crest. Let's do the Firebird. Yes, you thought that was new to us with Emperor the Fading Suns. Maybe we started before then. Yay, Phoenixes. Gotta love the bird rising from the flames. And here we go in Venice. Hurrah! Machiavelli being live streamed to you to actually see it. It's a miracle. There we go. Look at that stuff. All right. So you start off on that basic level we did. We start with 2 different ships. So we have, these are taking a while to go between screens. I wonder if that's Restream slowing it down all of a sudden. So we have this buy-sell screen in the game. So you can load up your vessels and go trading around the world. So I call it a 4X game, but that is a stretch. So it is a lot of exploration. You saw this fog of war. In fact, let's go back and show you the world map. Yeah, that is a bit of a black screen going on. All right. So you see the world map, right? And you can click on different parts of the world map. And clearly where we are, we know fairly well. We know Italy pretty well. That's a pretty good little map of Italy. We've got a sense of the Mediterranean, right? We see where some cities are. I mean, whoops, didn't want to get moving yet. Sorry, there's a city here. What city would be on the Nile Delta? Could it possibly be Cairo? But there are also cities we don't know. And then as we go around, look, we know it becomes less accurate of a map. Does Africa really look like that? Is that what India looks like? So one of the things we're going to do as we explore is get a better understanding of what the world looks like. This is in the Renaissance. So we've got some understanding of the world. And of course, nobody actually thought the world was flat. But we know that we've got some exploring to do. That our map is not exactly the most accurate thing. Oh, and all kinds of options in Venice. Show you some of the cool things. You can buy new units, and we will. You can take part in politics. That's really much of the heart of the game, is here in the Doge's palace, where you can buy yourself a senator. Get them work. I love the hair, man. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I want that hair. I want that hair. All right. And of course, in Venice, you can also go to St. Mark's Church. If you've ever been to St. Mark's, gorgeous church. These different groups all control cardinals in the College of Cardinals. We just had the papal elections. These are the folks who vote for the Pope. So you can start influencing the vote for the Pope. Now, they also sell indulgences. And this is part of what led to the Reformation, the sale of indulgences. But that gets you a steady income through your cardinals. And of course, they elect Pope. And then the Pope, if you somehow become Pope, you can call crusades, add cardinals, excommunicate your opponents, raise the indulgence rate, lower the indulgence rate, etc. Papal politics is fun. Other things you can do in here, buy art that helps increase your popularity. Really, popularity is the heart of this game. So, and I was saying it's 4x. You explore, you expand your control over resources. That means you find new places to trade with and make money. You exploit those resources. Use that money to buy cardinals, to buy senators, to raise your popularity. And really, that instead of exploitation, it's, the end of the game being extermination, it's excitement. You want to raise your popularity, be the most popular person in Venice. Wealth helps, but that's not all there is to it. All right, so you can hire mercenaries in this game. There is a combat element to this game. There was exploration and trading are at the heart of it. Info screens, game options, and got the warehouse, and hidden away, we've got the Den of Iniquity. You can hire its denizens, an arsonist, a slanderer, or an assassin. And as we get money, we'll see what they do. Slanderer, which faction are we messing with? We can choose one of the other factions in the game to slander and lower their popularity and hope we don't get caught. All right. But early on, the heart of the game is trading. Oh, yes, there's also the book of all the information. Read messages, draft messages, get reports on cities. Right now, we only really know about Venice, but this will fill out as we explore the world. Let's see. This is a list of mercenaries, your own trade groups, what commodities are going for around the world, the graph of your player success in the game. See what our name is worth right now. Our ranking is currently galley slave. Must play at least one turn first. So, yeah, we got to get some stuff in before any of that will change. Sorry about all the black screens you're seeing. And, yeah, talked about the see the commodities at the different cities. A lot of useful info, see? So we can check each commodity. That's grog. That's how much it is at Venice. Not available. They'll demand up to 30, and they'll pay 77 for it. And they have 30 glassware, Venetian glassware, of course, amazing. They sell it for 63. So maybe we'll get some Venetian glassware and go try and sail around the world. Now, a couple of different ways you can do this. You want to be the first into cities a lot of the time. And there are a lot of cities going around Europe. The quicker you open them up, the more likely you are to find cool things in them. Yes, I don't think the north part of Russia actually looked like that back then. So, and some cities will be closed to you. They won't allow Venetian traders in, and you can open them in a variety of ways. You can bribe your way in, or you can send mercenaries in to force it open. But early on, we're going to sail around and trying to open cities that like us. So you see we've got a city over here, but there aren't that many cities on around through this part of the Mediterranean. I mean, in reality, there are, but the big ones for us, we're going to try and probably go around Europe and Africa to see what cool cities we can open up. First to open them has a chance to find ancient relics and sell them. The trade in relics was a critical one back in that era. All right, so I've talked enough. Let's buy and sell. So we're going to buy some of that glassware I told you about. The only things that they're selling in quantity for us are the glassware and the fish. Fish tend to be a common thing you can buy and trade with, but the glassware, Venetian glassware, that's a good thing. So I could try and go to the east, but in this case, I think I'm going to go west. So let's go ahead and sail to the west. You can use the keyboard. That's what I'm doing right now. Or you can click to where you want to go. You see? Like that. And you can change your movement patterns. Or you can go through your items and like. That's right. This allows you to copy stuff. Speed up the trading process. All right. So let's get going. Keep sailing on around. Rome! We can reach Rome, but I'm going to do something different with Rome. I'm not actually going to take the time to go to Rome because what I'm going to do in Venice is I'm actually going to buy myself a donkey. Let's purchase that donkey at Venice. And we can exit and load it up with more stuff. In this case, yeah, we'll get more of that glassware. And we're going to see if the, oops, wrong one. Oh, right, that thing can't leave yet. I forgot. You can't travel on a turn you buy something. So that donkey has to sit there. So maybe I do want to go into Venice, just to be first one there. Sure, let's be first in Venice. And now we can sell all of our glassware. See, 63, getting it 84. And now we can get that lovely grog. Lovely gog, too. We sell grog and gog. Hey, that reminds me. Did I share? Yes, I did share where you can buy Machiavelli. Machiavelli is on sale. Part of the reason I'm streaming is that we are currently part of the GOG spring sale. So it is on discount right now. So is Hammer of the Gods. So is Battles of Destiny. We're going to start working out ways so you can buy whole bundles of our stuff. But right now, just go ahead and buy all three of them. They're all really cheap on sale. This is like, what, it's less than $4 right now to get Machiavelli the Prince. Award-winning game. All right, let's get my cog. See, you could run your cog on GOG. This is a cog. The two ships I have right now are a small cog and a small galley. So I bought the donkey, but it can't do anything yet. Normally, I would do cool things at Venice now, engage in politics, buy a unit, but I've already bought the unit I want. So let's just keep going. So end turn. Now the AI will do their turns. Maintenance costs. Cost me 150. Oh, I get 150 from my income. So if I had mercenaries, I'd be paying them now. If I had guards on my caravans, I'd be paying them. Guards help keep away pirates and raiders. But this close to Venice, we're not going to have to worry about it too much. So we actually made money off of our estate in Venice. And now all the AI will do their things. Tiepolo. Good old Tiepolo. Or Tiepolo. I forget. Figuring out his trade routes. Doing his thing. I don't know if Restream is slowing it down, but it's feeling definitely slower in this live stream than it is in my usual playing the game. Assalani. He's my buddy. But yeah, by the way, I do apologize to anyone from Italy watching this. I will be having a horrible accent throughout this. And you are quite right to criticize me for it, but it's a fun. Yes, my Italian accent is of the pizza, mozzarella quality. It's not a real accent. So, I mean, it's worse than a Bugs Bunny Italian accent. All right, back to me. Let's keep going. All right, so we were first to Rome. We got some grog in Rome. Florence is closed to us. Freaking Florentia. Oh, Genoa is too. Nobody likes us. Marseille! But here's the problem with Marseille. Look at this. We brought that grog. And look, they've got cheaper grog. I should have just done it here. Curses. So I just keep sailing around with my grog here on GOG. All right, let's see. We get to Byzantium. Well, they want my glass in Byzantium. Ooh, relics. They do want my glass. Look at that. Sell all. That's a lot better deal than we got in Rome, isn't it? But There's not a whole bunch of these relics we can buy for our money. Bing, bing. So now we have some holy relics we got in Byzantium. And is it actually worth it? I'm actually going to get one. And I'm going to get back some of my glass. Because the farther we get from Venice, the more valuable that glass becomes. So right now we have a mixed cargo of relics and glass. We sold one glass, made little money. And we'll keep moving. So let's see. There's a river up here we can sail up. No idea if that's worth it. All right. Now. Oh, man, they already went. They already made it to Rome with their donkey. I guess I let them start the game with a donkey, probably. Oh, I bet I did give that group a lot of extra stuff, didn't I? Uh-oh. So this is a good route. You can automate this route and just have that donkey taking glass to Rome and trading for grog and going back and forth. We're going to do an exploration donkey. We're going to have an exploratory donkey, which sounds all kinds of bad. Oops, I meant to hit buy, sell, not go to Venice. So in this case, we're going to take some glass and we're going to take some fish. And we're going to go exploring. We don't want to go exploring with the most valuable cargo. Oh, right across the mountains. Yeah, mountains take a while. All right. If I had more money, I would go trade in another, buy another unit. But I don't have enough money, so we'll just end turn. Got to get some regular revenue coming in. There's that maintenance. Thank you. Because even if we're doing bad trading, we always have that money from our state. Yep, we'd be playing by email. All right, Diapolo, do your thing. Oh, they're over at Byzantium too. Yeah, so we can keep an eye on them. We're getting reports of where their traders are doing their thing. If you enjoy indie games and cool stuff, subscribe to this channel, like the videos, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, they are smart opponents here. I should have been playing smarter rather than just showing off the game. I might have to start doing that. I've only got another 30 minutes anyway, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, there's a lot of choices to make. Do you spend your money on slandering folks? The more popular you are, the cheaper things get for you. It's easier to bribe senators. People like you. You also risk raising the wrath of the other families. Look at them going into Rome. Doing some good trade. Someone else has hit Marseille. Maybe I should have kept sailing up the river, Marseille. Marseille. Marciales? That's not exactly even an Italian accent, is it? Oh, look at them going. Tiepolo discovered the Ark of the Covenant in Antioch. They got the relic before I did. That's a big plus for them. That's a donkey. Tangiers is closed to me. We're going to have to start opening some of these places up. I can crawl a crusade if I become the Pope and send crusaders to open those places up. Yeah, look at that. That's a good deal on some grog. Heck yeah, but then you notice there's nothing I want to buy in Padron. I thought this was my silver place. I guess it's not. All right, so we're going to keep one grog. We're going to sell one grog because we're getting a nice price for it here. But they're not making anything here that I want. So that's the problem. That's the problem. All right. Can I sail my... I don't think I can sail my gog down the little river, but I can sail it up the big river. Budapest. Heck yeah. What's in Buda or Pest? See that slash mark? Buda and Pest were different sides. Ooh, look at that. Oh, this is good stuff. They want my... Remember, I could have sold this for 100. Our last stop, we're getting 106 for it. And they want the relics. And the relics can get me good money. Good money. But I can buy gold. Gold. Look at that gold. That's a lots of gold. But now I don't think I can go down the small river. Nope. Can't go down the small river. So I'm going to start going this way again. All right. But I've got my exploring donkey. We'll go ahead and sell a little bit of stuff in Budapest. He's not going to buy gold. Again, I told you I didn't want to have a lot of expensive stuff here. But I'm going to get a good deal on my fish. So I'm going to sell all my fish here. And just keep those 4 glassware in here. And keep moving. We're going to continue going inland. The mountains cost more movement, so it's easier to go through the forest, but not that much easier. All right, let's go to Venice. We have enough money now to buy another vessel. Buy units. So donkeys are 500. They're out of our price range. We get another small galley. I'll show you another cool secret that I should have done earlier, but I didn't have the money for it. You don't have to just buy in Venice. You can buy starting units in other places. So we can start another galley, another small galley in Marseille. Buy group, yep. Exit. And there's my little guy. 0 movement points left because we just bought it. But next time I buy grog, I can go explore Africa with it. All right, let's end the turn. Got a little bit of money coming in. And on we go. Sorry, checking for the chat. Yep, feel free to ask any questions. This is like I said, Game of the Year winner. People love the different choices you could make in this game. All the different things that would happen. Yeah, because again, we're in the early stage. I talked before about how this is how strategy games happen in different stages. This is really the exploration, make some money phase. The exploitation phase really kicks in when you are buying senators and cardinals and really getting involved in politics. I'm going to see if I can race through to turn 10 and show you the first Doge election. Back when Doge was not a dirty word. Probably was, even for a lot of Venetians. So let's take a look. Cornaro. Yeah, again, any of my Italian friends watching, you're more than welcome to criticize my Italian accent. They're out here. All right. You're 1304. Okay. So we have this one in Marseille. So we're going to buy, sell. We're going to get some grog in Marseille. Who would think the French could make good booze? And like I said, this one we're going to have sail through Africa. So here we are getting to Tangiers, but obviously we're not going to Tangiers. We're going to keep moving on around. Going around the desert. Obviously not going to find anyone in the desert. Okay. What other cities might we find as we head along? France. Why Paris? Look at that. Paris. They don't want Gog, do they? But they have some good wheat to sell. Oh, these are guards here at the bottom. Okay, let me talk about the items. This is silver. This is silver, and you can see at the bottom how much is available, how much they would buy. Gold, gems, holy relics, silk, pearl. You think we get silk and pearls in Europe? Not too easily. Ivory, that's not going to be too easy. Furs, cloves, nutmeg, cinnamon. See how important the spices are? Grog, with an exclamation mark. Wool, cloth, glassware, iron, wheat, and fish. And of course, these are the gods. These are heavy guards. The smaller ones are little guards. And they can guard you from raiders of all types. Useful things to have. All right. So we made it into Paris. Now we make it out of Paris. All right. Our gold laden. We could just do a run from Budapest to Byzantium and make some good money. But we still want to see what's over here. We got all this gold in our cog we would like to sell somewhere. All right, still exploring with our donkey. Yee-aw. You have enough money to do anything in Venice? I forget. Usually, what I didn't do in this game that I should have done is to start an early trade route. 49, yeah, no money. Start an early trade route like that one between Rome and Venice. That makes you some good cash early. Okay. Again, make that money off our estate, thank goodness. We'll keep moving on around. Nope, it helps if I hit okay. Yeah, I know. We used to, back in the day, you let players have control over everything. Now we know that players want a lot of this stuff automated. Just have the okay happen. Yep, that Marseille trade route is making some folks some money. Yep. All kinds of donkeys now in progress. Look at them go. We're getting reports of all sorts of NPC, AI activities. Yep. One thing we do in Emperor of the Fading Suns is you can speed up the game by not watching the AI turns. I think you're being turned off here. I'll take a quick look. Let me see. I like that information, but I'd like to do a little more in this game. Return to DOS! Okay, maybe we didn't do that in this game. Maybe that's why we implemented in EFS. Okay. We are still sailing across France. Hey, Calais! Now we can sell grog and wheat. Good deals on both. And pick up, yay! Pick up the cloth. Cloth. Now, what do you think? Is there any reason to go to that little island to the west of Calais? Maybe do a quick little detour. Londonium! Asterisk the legionary. Hey, we can sell some of this. And we can get either silver or wool. In fact, why don't we get one of each? Old London town, a foggy day. And now, what is going on with my cog? Still sailing around the Mediterranean. Danzig! Darn it, Glenn let me in. Why doesn't Glenn Danzig let me in? All right, so we're going to keep moving. Now we're in the open areas, much faster, but still taking a while. All right. So that one's done. Now, sailing across the desert. Is there anything in this? No, some rivers have nothing. Boy, when we find something down here, I don't think we still have enough money for another one. We really need to spend 500 on a revenue generating. Yeah, see all the cities now on our city list? Here, watch this. Oops, wrong button. Well, you can actually see the full list of mercenaries. No, don't go to the higher screen. Sorry. We'll do that in a minute. Now we can look at the city reports on all the different cities. Byzantium, Calais, we see their defenses. If we want to attack them, close them or open them, we see what they sell. Danzig, this shows if we have stuff in a warehouse there. That's an important part of the later game, too. Tangiers, we get all this information. If we want to go to Tangiers, so you see, they don't like us. They don't like us. They got the skulls. So we wanted to open it up. See, Rome, they like us. Paris, they like us. That's how much you attack. See, they have musketeers and cannons, footmen. Florence is well defended, so we can't take it just yet. When we take it, we open it for ourselves and our allies. And we'll see that later in the game. All right. So, Exeunt. Okay, and turn. Yeah, I really made a mistake by not buying a revenue-generating donkey early. Okay. It's upsetting me seeing that the AI has that all that revenue happening, and I don't. Could have started that some galleys going Venice to Byzantium for relics. That'd be a good trade as well. Make some good money quickly. All right. Okay, so we already stopped off at Londonium. Now we're going to keep moving. We're starting to leave France and get into Germany. So what's in Hamburg? I know we should have hamburgers. We don't. So here we can sell that silver for a bunch of profit. We can sell that wool for a bunch of profit. I don't think that's a good deal on that. Maybe the furs are a better deal, but we can get some fish. So let's sell all and pick up some fish. Bump, bump. Silver for fish. Part of why I'm doing that is so I got enough money to get some other cool things. Heading past Scandinavia. Got that cog full of gold still going around Asia Minor. And my exploratory donkey, it's a Novgorod. I was hoping for a relic in Novgorod. All right, look at that. The glassware we picked up for 65 is selling for 199, and furs 102. This is a profitable venture. Now we're going to keep 500 so we get another donkey. So we're not going to completely load up. But hey, that's a bunch. Now, frankly, a Novgorod to Budapest run, you see, they want that stuff. We could buy a whole bunch of gold, trade it back and forth. That'd be a good deal. But we're going to keep exploring with this one. We want to see what else my donkey can find. Around the Horn. Now you see the map tells me that there's land down here, but we're discovering that our map was a little wrong. So who knows what, but this mouth looks like it should line up with that. So we can go into there. All right, go to Venice. We need that donkey. Buy units. In Venice, we will buy a donkey, get that Rome trade route going. And now we can look at that player graph. We're going to see that I'm probably in the behind. Oh, we're all still galley slaves. I'm not doing too badly. Tiapolo is way up because of the relic they found. Now you see the graph. We're all about the same area. Our net worth is not that much yet. All right. So we shall end turn. Oh, what's this? That's the road building. You can build roads. This is, I thought the world map. Yes, there's the world map. So this is what I was telling you about. That's what we think the world looks like. And we're finding out otherwise. See, we're already seeing it differently here. Good knowledge of geology is an advantage. Of geography is an advantage of this game. Knowledge of geography, of geology, not so much. All right, getting our money. Seeing what the AI is up to. Sorry, you can't hear our MIDI music happening. It takes a few seconds for the AI turns. I had a way to turn that off. I'm going to go back and look again. Thought I was able to turn that off. And it's definitely feeling slower with Restream going. I need to play it on I've got a much faster machine. It runs much more quickly upon. All right, I actually don't think there's anything south, but I'm still going to explore with my galley. Yep, nope, nothing down there. Now, we already know we've got Novgorod over there. So we can go explore Scandinavia. I actually think I should have gone around the outside. Oh yeah, we're at the top of the world, aren't we? We found we can't go past this part of the world. Let's go. Oh, we could sail down this one. Yeah, let's sail down here. Now, you notice, because I don't know it well, they've got me blocked off taking the long route if I automated it. But I can just, of course, do it the quick way. Now, we know Antioch's around here somewhere. We just said, there's old Antioch. All right, donkey exploration. There's another little river there. All right, sailing up this river in Africa, because we think there's a city in one of these directions. Timbuktu! Couldn't reach it this turn. Shoot, didn't have enough movement. All right, let's load up in Venice. Get some glassware. Okay. And then we will go, and next time I'm going to show you something else cool. We're going to go straight to Rome. Sell all, bing, bing, bing. Load up on some grog, bing, 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 bing. Done. We don't have no money, no reason to go to Venice, so let's end turn. Hey, EBM, hey-oh, exploring to reveal the world's true map is a neat mechanic. Thank you. Yeah, and I mean, it was as good as we could do with the resolution we were dealing with at the time. But yeah. And of course, in the random maps, it still does the same thing. You have this sepia overlay, which is not accurate. It's more accurate the closer you are to Venice. The further you get, the more confused it gets. You still have all the same cities, just don't know where they are. London could be next to Timbuktu. And then you have to explore more because you don't know. That's part of why the fun of the random maps in this game. The random maps in this game are really where the game is, just like in many ways in EFS. But the historic map, obviously, we love that too. Yeah, it's very funny because when you launch a game, you put together your default way you think a new player will enjoy. And you don't want players to just get stuck with that because there's so much replayability in these. Like the random maps in Emperor of the Fading Suns. You want players to try these. The mods, the included maps, making their own maps. So much fun. But it's so easy for players to get just stuck on the historical, what we sometimes call the vanilla version of the game. But it's almost a certainty that you will find the type of game you like just playing it. If there's a random map you generate you don't like, get rid of it. Do another one. All right. We have got this Roma trade route going. So I really shouldn't do this, but I think I will. I can, no. I will do an automated trade route after the Doge election because we're getting to the Doge election and I want to make sure I've got enough money to buy to buy a senator before that. So I can show you the politics. You really want to get involved in politics as quickly as you can. And it costs a little bit of money to be involved in politics back in this game and in our world. All right, traveling around. I actually don't remember what Scandinavian cities we implemented in the game, but I'll find out quickly enough. I missed Antioch. All right, look at the gold, 177 to 285. Sell it, and look at all those relics. Sell, sell, sell. Not going to buy a whole bunch of relics. Just getting a couple of relics. Saving some money. I'll show you why. Continuing to sail on around. Got my exploring donkey. I'm trying to remember what cities we have over here. What does my map show me? Yeah, bump map. Doesn't show me much till I get further away. I remember there being something else over here, but I'm having trouble finding it. Oh, well. Into Timbuktu! I was really hoping for a relic in Timbuktu. Look at what the grog sells for. 55 for 191. And look what I got here. Gems and ivory. We're going to get the ivory. The gems are great in Timbuktu. But we want the cheap stuff again for buying senators. And now we're going to head back out down here and continue our African exploration. Is there something over there? I don't remember. All right, go to Venice. All right. We could buy a cardinal, but we're going to buy a senator. Now, you have risks of senators leaving your factions. Now, the red shows their current loyalty to whatever's going on, how easy they are to bribe, in other words. So, for instance, I get a 90% chance of bribing this one if I pay 765 florins. On the other one, this one who's more honest is 1567, all my money for just a 59% bribe chance. So, let's see. You are 765, and you are 765. I like this one's hair. I'm going to go for the 90%. I want as close to certainty on my bribe as possible. Still a 10% chance that they will laugh at me. But in this case, well, they are bribed. See, they've got that. They've got my my crest on them. And they've got some better loyalty now because I just paid them a chunk of change. And is this where I set their pay? Yes, I can set their pay to keep increasing their loyalty. See, he's at yellow. I want him in the green of loyalty. Oh boy, it costs a lot to get this person. 42 a year. Holy cow, you better be worth it. All right, I'm setting their pay. Makes them harder to bribe as time goes by. So I still got 800 money, so I'm going to buy another vessel of some type. Let's get a fast galley to do that Rome Constantinople. Get a large galley in Venice. Yeah, to get the Venice to Constantinople run. Yep. All right. Whoops. Yes, I did want to buy it. Thank you for the idiot check. All right, so I purchased it, exited. I've got a senator. I've got traders going. Good time to end the turn. See, now I've got maintenance costs. I'm spending 42 in senatorial pay, but I still got my 150 from the estate income. Thank goodness for my estate. All right, get to watch the AI in action. I did start them with a little bit of advantage. I forget. Oh, well. But we're still in a better position than they are, apparently. Really sorry you're not hearing our classic MIDI music from the period. Getting reports of AI traders moving around. All right. Next turn is the next Doge election. Yep, back when Doge was not as dirty a word. I really thought I had one of the Scandinavian cities in the game. Weird. Guess not. Was there something inland through Calais? Oh, you can hit storms, by the way. When you hug the coast, you're safe. When you travel like that, you risk hitting storms. See, my map on London was on England was way off. Cairo is closed to us. So I think I want to get my relics back to Venice. So I'm going to take a risk and go through the Med. See, that's a dangerous game I'm playing. Well, is there another city over here? I guess not. Nope. Hey, AI has gone further south than I have. Do we take the risk of going up the river or do we keep going around the Horn of Africa? I'm going around. Oh, they're all going around the Horn of Africa. Look at that. Everybody's trying to race to be the first around the Horn. Doesn't give me anything special. It's just kind of cool to be the first around the Horn of Africa. All right. So I am now going to automate this trade route, and that's what this does. So I'm in Venice. So my first stop is Venice, where I've got 8 glass, right? I can put in a guard if I wanted to, but everyone should be safe around Venice, okay? Then I'm going to go, whoops, I'm going to go to Rome. And in Rome, I'm going to pick up that grog we were looking at. And I could add more stops, and I could add more units. But we're just going to go with this. So we now have this automated trade route. So you see it is now running the automated trade route for us. We don't have to do anything about it. Selling all that glass, replacing it with grog, making us a little profit. And then back it goes. All right, now we bought this new cog because we want to get that trade route going, getting the relics in Byzantium. I'm sorry, this is my new galley. We want the fast galley to do this. So I'm going to do another one of these. So I'm going to start in Venice, again, with 4 glassware. And then it's going to go to Byzantium. We're going to see if we can get 4 relics. That's an expensive route, but it can be really profitable. So now we're going to go, go, go. So they load up. See, they load up the glassware. And off they sail. Okay, this is going to hurt me financially. Watch this. See, I could only afford 2 of those relics for this run. And I don't have the money to do. I want to do one more thing. I don't think I've got enough money for it. Let's see. Let's go to that Den of Iniquity. And let's hire a slanderer to slander Tiepolo. I can't afford that one's fee. Oh, well. Oh, well. Okay, end turn. Next turn is the Doge election. There's my maintenance costs for paying my senator. I got to check. He's probably demanding more money already. AI doing their movement. Yep. So if you know the politics in Emperor of the Fading Suns, you know some of the politics here. There are offices you can be assigned. And I'll show you that in a minute when the Doge election is done, assuming I get assigned an office. Because by now the other AI are also buying senators. I just bought the really cheap one. Came in fast and early. You see, they cost you money if you're trying to increase their loyalty. If you don't increase their loyalty, they're easy for other players in the AI to bribe out from underneath you. But when you get those offices, that's the good stuff. You get money, you get units, you do all kinds of fun things. I'll show you how that works soon enough, I hope. See, we're starting to explore some of the world, starting to see what's going on over here. Check that out. It may not be the first around the Horn of Africa, but it's a good race. All right, you're 1310. No, Tiepolo again. Sofala. They went to Sofala before me. The Bones of St. Ignatius worth 292. All right, votes. Oh, they didn't get any centers. Now, a neutral party is going to win. I'm going to go and vote for myself. The neutral party is going to win. Neutral between the 4 of us. And away we go. I thought there was another city. Man, I'm forgetting all this stuff. All right, let's go back to Paris. Or Calais. Or Londonium. Let's go back to London. Old London town. All right. I was taking this cog to Venice. Won't make it this turn. Let's see how far along the AI has gotten. I thought it'd be past the AI right about now. The Horn of Africa, we're around it. Maybe we were the first around the Horn. That'd be cool. There's my automated route. Oh, he didn't buy that one because there wasn't enough grog. There's such a amount of trading going on with the AI. See, making a little bit of profit on this run. Good way to, like, these runs become like your estate. They're your regular source of income and give you your basis for continuing doing cool things. All right, so let's go to Venice. I'm going to show you the mercenaries. So we've been to a bunch of cities now, and all those cities where there are mercenaries, we now know about it. So we know about 3 mercenary groups. There's Nardini in Venice, there's Guatemala in Venice, and Al-Rashid in Tangiers. So each of them are different type of units. Nardini has cannons, archers, and footmen. Guatemala has cannons, musketeers, and footmen, and Al-Rashid has this cavalry and knights. So we can hire them to do cool things for us, like attack the NPCs. Many, this is going to hurt me financially, but watch this. Me every time ordering DoorDash. You don't get enough grog in your DoorDash. That's the problem. Order more grog. Nettie, while you're here, check out the Den of Iniquity. We can probably hire a slanderer now. We're going to slander Tiapolo. I'll do this job for 220. Yes. Success. They have slandered Tiapolo. No, that's... Oh, shoot. I meant to do that. I can blame it on one of the other AI. I meant to do that. Darn it. All right, let's buy another unit. So you're seeing all the cool stuff we have going around here now. We know that Novgorod run with the fur, that was really cool. They got a lot of valuable fur there, right? And we can take that to Hamburg for fish, and that's a quick run. And the fish are cheap. Or we can take it to Calais, where the fur is worth more, and we can do the silks. Or we can even do it all the way to London, where the furs get me more money. We've got the wool and the iron. I forgot London's got iron. I forgot about that. We should be doing one of the London iron runs. Paris for the grog. That's a quick and easy run. Yeah, let's do that one. All right, so by unit, we've got 800, don't we? I think that buys us a small cog. Let's buy a small cog in London. We'll start doing that Calais Paris run with it. I'll show you how to do a multi-leg, automate a multi-leg run. Oh, I've only got 600. Oops, I thought I had more money than that. Darn it. All right. Maybe it's time to do the Calais Hamburg run. Hamburg, they have fish, which is good and cheap. And then you can go to Calais, where they'll buy some of the fish, but they'll sell you the silk. And then you take the silk back up to Hamburg, and good price on that. So it's not the most profitable run, but it's a quick, easy turnaround, and it's cheap, which is good early on. So clear that. We're not buying the cog. We're buying a donkey in Hamburg. Yep, I do wish to buy my donkey in Hamburg. Thank you very much. Now we can exit. And now we can end turn. You have to jump off in a minute. I meant to check on my senator, make sure I was paying him enough. Okay, AI does its turn. Hey, thanks everyone for joining. More people than I expected for this midday. Remember, we're doing the spring sale on GOG. You can't buy my grog on GOG or one of the cogs on GOG, but you can get Machiavelli the Prince, Hammer of the Gods, Battles of Destiny, or Emperor of the Fading Sun. Emperor of the Fading Sun is not on sale, but Hammer of the Gods, Machiavelli the Prince, and Battles of Destiny are all on sale on GOG right now. I'll share the link for Machiavelli again. So feel free to check it out. Yeah, I should have been doing this on a faster machine. Doing the live stream through Restream is, I think, slowing down the AI turn. Okay. Now we get, someone said, who could have said this? Someone said Tiapolo drinks canal water. Who could have slandered him like this? Oh, those gossips. Spreading such slanders. A neutral party won the Doge election. I thought they had to assign me an office. Maybe they have to do that next turn. Take a quick look. Thought if I had a senator, they were supposed to assign me an office. So far, it's all neutral party. Yeah, that's not doing me any good. I'm not getting plus from loyalty anymore. So I got to increase how much I'm paying to keep him loyal. Wow, he's getting pricey. Oh, one of the other houses has gotten their own senator. Interesting. All right, let's move to London. Sell some fish in London. Oops, London is where I bought these fish. Shoot. Wait a minute. Do that again. Hold on. I am going to sell my fish. Oh, there's no room to sell it. Fine. Fish to Paris. Or to Calais? I was thinking Calais. Yeah, let's go to Calais. They don't have any room. Zero demand. I should have gone to Paris. Should have checked that more closely. All right. Sell, sell, sell. Now I can get these. Bing, 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 bing. I'm going to send it back to Byzantium. Go, go, go. Getting my donkey moving along. Let's see what we can find inland. Sulfalot! Dang it, other folks had gotten here first. Oh, well. Now, see, 293 for my 123 ivory. And again, gems really are a good deal, but we're going to go for the cheaper gold down here. And we're going to keep sailing around the Horn. We were way late to the race around the Horn of Africa, weren't we? Not going to stop in Madagascar along the way. We're just trying to sail up. No, do not cancel orders. You need that money coming in. I'm not even sure we can buy all the relics we want here. There's only one relic available. Okay, well, we could afford it. All right, I'm going to have to jump off the stream because I got a 3 o'clock call. Wait, we were doing my Calais automation. What was I buying in Hamburg? I was buying fish in Hamburg or fur in Hamburg. And Calais don't want my fish. I know that. I need to make this an exploration one. Maybe there's something over here I missed. All right, so I was going to automate this route, but I think not. So let's just go buy, sell. Get a whole bunch of that fish on my donkey. Again, explore with cheaper units, and let's see. All right, I'm going to go to Venice and save the game and jump out of here. Now that I've got the save working, I'm remembering how to play. Save this game as live stream. And I'll come back to it. All right, wow, appreciate everyone joining for this one. Wasn't expecting that crowd today. Let's save it. And I do need to run, take care of some other things. But thanks everyone for joining. Check out the games. Go play them, get them on GOG, and have fun with them. All right. Thanks, everybody. Cheers.